Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, the mother of an Oswego man killed by officers is arrested.
And a dog is rescued by helicopter from the Seneca River.
But first, was the headliner of Ozfest announced early?
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Brady Hauser.
And I'm Eliza Hopkins.
SUNY Oswego students have voted and now the wait might finally be over. The headliner for the annual SUNY Oswego Ozfest has seemingly been announced, and it's none other than rap artist A Boogie with a Hoodie. This would not be his first time performing at Ozfest, as he was the opening act for DNCA at Morano Campus Center in 2017. A Boogie with a Hoodie is known for his hit songs like Numbers, Jungle, and Look Back at It.
Although SUNY Oswego is yet to announce his performance, Morano Campus Center was listed as the last stop of his tour on A Boogie's Instagram story. The Instagram story was deleted soon after. The performance is set for May 8th at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena in MCC. We will continue to cover this story as more information is released.
A Constantia woman accused of harassing an Oswego County Sheriff's deputy who fatally shot her son is asking a judge to remove the Oswego County District Attorney's Office from the case due to a conflict of interest. 66-year-old Terry Digneen is charged with 2 counts of 4th-degree stalking and 2 counts of 2nd-degree harassment. Her lawyer, Jesse Ryder, filed a motion on March 9th asking a judge to disqualify District Attorney Anthony DiMartino and his office from prosecuting. Terry Digneen's case was moved to Amboy Town Court due to conflicts of interest.
23-year-old Alexander M. Katzner of Scriba has been arrested once again after being paroled from prison for less than a week. On February 23rd, Katzner broke into a church, stealing the cash and checks, hijacking a pickup truck from a local dealership, driving to a restaurant, kicking in the door, and taking the safe and liquor. Due to his ankle monitor, a condition for his release, investigators were able to pin Katzner for all 3 crimes. Deputies arrested him on March 17th.
A No Kings rally planned for Oswego this weekend is a part of demonstrations across the country, likely to be one of the largest days of protests in American history, organizers say. Protests in Oswego will take place Saturday and will feature an additional theme of No Kings, No Wars, reflecting concerns about presidential power and the war of Iran. The protest area will be divided into multiple sections, each overseen by its own leader and a safety team member. The event Saturday is open to the public.
Casey's Cottage, located in Mexico, New York, is under attack due to the powder post beetles. These beetles are attracted to the sugar content in the hardwood used on the interior of the house. Luckily, the exterior wood of the building has a lower sugar content, leaving it untouched. The Friends of Mexico Point Park need $30,000 in order to fumigate the bugs before June. Anyone interested in donating can visit www.mexicopointpark.com.
A dog was rescued by a helicopter after falling into the Seneca River around 6 p.m. last evening. Air 1, who was already on patrol, responded to a dog seen swimming in the water. When the crew arrived, they observed a golden doodle who was struggling to stay afloat. The dog was airlifted from the river to a local baseball field where firefighters were waiting with blankets. The pup is now safe, warm, and unharmed.
Compass Federal Credit Union is partnering with Lighthouse Lanes in their event Strike into Spring Break. For only $8 a person, there will be an hour and a half of bowling, shoe rental, and a slice of pizza, and a drink to celebrate spring break. This event will be held from March 30th to April 3rd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily.
And now with more on class registration preparation for the upcoming fall semester, here's WTOP-10 reporter Hannah Freed. Hannah?
Thanks, Brady. Class registration for the 2026 fall semester, just making this week the perfect time for students to prepare. I went to the Advisement Center and spoke with the Assistant Director, Andrew Buckman, about the registration process. Right here in the middle of Morano, the Academic Advisement Center is the best place for registration prep. Getting an appointment with your advisor is as easy as sending an email. If you aren't sure who your advisor is, you can check on your student profile on My Oswego. The Advisement Center is offering daily registration workshops from 10 to 3 for all students until Friday of this week.
So if you need help with building a registration plan, how to understand your degree works, We offer those walk-in workshops where you just show up, no appointment necessary, and you can get an overview of the registration process. But in that preparation process, you should create a registration plan. And that's something within My Oswego that essentially you're creating a mock schedule that then turns into your actual schedule. It's as easy as clicking a few buttons and then clicking submit to get registered.
You can check your registration day and time on My Oswego under registration. Registration days are Monday, March 30th through Friday, April 3rd, so mark your calendars. For WTOP-10, I'm Hannah Freed. That's all. Now to Brady.
Thanks, Hannah. We're looking ahead at next fall, and Eliza, it's finally starting to feel like spring around here.
That's right, Brady. Now, with a quick look at the forecast, here's Storm Team 10 meteorologist Eric Drayton.
Thanks, guys. And I do agree that thankfully it is finally starting to feel just like spring. And unfortunately, we do still have these times where in the middle of the day, such as today, it gets just a little bit cooler with something just as simple as clouds. We have these springtime temperatures with a wind chill that moves in later into the day that could drop your original temperature from something in the 40s to something as low as in the mid-20s. And whoa, look, there is more snow possibly this Thursday, and I'll definitely get more into that later. It is very low at the moment with only about a 30% chance as we speak. And these April showers are just sooner than expected. They're supposed to bring in these Mayflowers, but right now they're just bringing a little more dreariness to those temperatures that we've been looking forward to for so long. But the sun is trying to persevere because we just want warmer temperatures, so these clouds will break up and we will see if that changes the weather. But I'll get more into that in my full forecast.
The opening statements have wrapped up on a trial of former Mid-State Corrections officer accused of murdering an inmate. Jonah Levi could face 25 to life if he is convicted of charges of murder, manslaughter, and gang assault. The Onondaga County Special Prosecutor told court that Levi went against his duty in training that night and Messiah Notwe was killed. Levi's representative Michael Moon argued that Notwe would often act up and cause problems. This is only the second day of the trial. We will continue to cover this case throughout the coming weeks.
A four-vehicle crash shut down Interstate 81 in Syracuse this morning. What started as a rear-ending quickly caused a chain reaction involving two other cars. Traffic was diverted off the highway and onto the Court Street ramp. Two people were taken to the hospital as a result of the crash, both only having minor injuries. A Cortlandville fire tore through an auto shop, destroying dozens of vehicles. Firefighters responded to a fire at Carr's Auto Shop in the early morning. The flame quickly engulfed the entire auto shop, destroying everything inside. The fire spread quickly and was difficult for responders to put out. There is no word on the total damages or how the vehicle owners will be compensated.
A man was shot in the face and stabbed in a Watertown home on Monday night by two men. According to police, the injured man from Lafargeville is now at Upstate University Hospital in Syracuse, where he is in stable condition. According to Lieutenant Joseph Quinto, the man was stabbed once in the leg and shot in the face. Police are currently looking for Gavin James Collins and Howard James Collins as suspects for the case. Watertown police ask anyone with tips about the incident to call the department at 315-782-2233.
Just this past Monday, 39-year-old Benjamin O'Gleason, a TikToker with over 1 million followers, was arrested on multiple sex charges. With the investigation starting in February, Gleason faces a total of 18 charges, including 3 counts of predatory sexual assault, 6 counts of rape in the first degree, and 4 counts of criminal sexual act in the first degree. Police say that the assaults include multiple victims over the course of 10 years.
The Underground Railroad Education Center in Albany is suing the National Endowment for the Humanities and several officials after a $250,000 grant the museum had won was canceled. The lawsuit accused the government of violating the center's First and Fifth Amendment rights, and the grant was canceled in May as a part of cuts to equity programs carried by Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. According to lawyers Nina Lowenstein, numerous statements of the current executive branch leadership reflected over-encoded racism, supporting white supremacy and denigrating black history in America. The $250,000 grant would have supported the project, and losing it was, quote, a major setback. Still ahead tonight, the latest on the Department of Homeland Security and the president speaking out on foreign affairs.
Plus, new information on the deadly plane crash in New York City, the latest on LaGuardia when we come back.
channel.
You got to swat you like a bug.
Welcome back, everybody. Season 2 of Oswego Lazo.
Do you like reading? Do you like reading books? Do you like looking at books? Do you like having a collection of books in your living room?
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, spoiler alert! Okay, Lord, why did I write this in yellow? I told you! Welcome back between the pages.
Good evening and welcome back. I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Eric Drayton. Right now in Oswego, it is 33 degrees and 26 degrees for the dew point, 75 at humidity, pressure is high at 10-15, and the wind is moving west at 4 miles per hour. What's interesting about that is that the western wind here is considered a lake breeze, so that's what brings in those clouds that dropped your temperature earlier today, despite it being sunny. Tonight in Oswego, it's going to be 29, and the wind's going to pick up just about 2 degrees, still going to move west at 6 miles per hour, so the temperature probably won't be affected too much. Going into tomorrow, however, the wind will shift to southeast and it will raise up to 47 degrees Fahrenheit. It will be mostly cloudy, again, perhaps that extra moisture that's coming off the lake tonight that will stick around until those early hours tomorrow morning. And taking a look at the current temperatures, right now in Fulton it is 33, in Syracuse it is 36, all the way in Rochester and Buffalo we're staying at the low 40s, and down as we continue down those temperatures increase a little because they're just further away from the lake, which again has that lake breeze. In Watertown it's all the 33, and since they have that wind heading right at them, that's why their temperatures are cooler. Taking a look at the futurecast, it's just going to be cloudy when you wake up tomorrow, Wednesday, and those temperatures are going to pick up and it's going to go all the way to 50. You did see that right. We will have some rain move in, which won't really do too much damage considering it's just a small amount. It'll pass as we move into Thursday morning. We'll have more of these clouds move in as the day continues. Going into Thursday night, however, we do see a significant amount of rain south of us, and then west of us, it turns to snow, so that's why you see those lower temperatures in Buffalo and Rochester be high 30s, while in other places it's low 30s, such as Watertown. Taking a look at the extended day forecast, tomorrow it's going to be 47 with a low of 39. Thursday, it will be a good chance of showers, looking at 70%, 57 degrees though, so we'll see if it gets any cooler. Friday, we will have a low chance of snow. It's only going to be about 30% chance right now. Going into the weekend, it's 36, 42, so we do see those temperatures pick up as the week starts to continue. It's going to be 50 Monday, and on Tuesday it will be 46. So we do have those spring temperatures despite these winter conditions trying to stick around. Now, I will leave off on a positive note. The four seasons are caused by the tilt of the Earth's on its axis, but do you know how much that angle is? Is it 0, 90, 23.5, or is it 45? I'll give you a second to think about it. The correct answer is 23.5. And right now we are currently facing the sun pretty evenly, which is why seasons such as autumn and spring have milder temperatures instead of such extreme weather such as summer and winter. That is all for my full forecast. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Eric. Now to New York City with new developments on the plane crash at LaGuardia Airport on Sunday. This morning it was announced that both pilots of the airplane have died, and this afternoon the NTSB released that the runaway safety system did not alert and are now under review. The Air Canada flight held 76 total passengers and crew, with 39 of them being sent to the hospital immediately after the collision. 6 of the people aboard on the airplane remain hospitalized. Following the system failure, the NTSB is aware of necessary upgrades.
Have all the information and the tools to do their job. This is 2026. You know, the Secretary talks about upgrading our air traffic control system. We have an old air traffic control system. This is why he talks about that. We need to upgrade, but we also need to improve safety across the air. It's not just air traffic control, it's safety all around.
Just around the bend of Lake Ontario, as Frederick Douglass Greater Rochester International Airport is facing noticeably shorter TSA waiting lines. With various airports across the country facing longer TSA lines, Christian Garzone has more on the situation in Rochester.
Airline passengers woke up to tragedy at LaGuardia Airport Monday morning. An Air Canada flight collided with a Port Authority vehicle, killing 2 pilots and injuring travelers.
Yes, Delta's the only airline that flies to LaGuardia out of Rochester. And so far we've had 2 departures canceled.
Rochester Airport Director Andy Moore expected the rest of the day's flights to be back to normal. The past few weeks for airline passengers have left many in the nation on edge, from the partial government shutdown to TSA callouts and walkouts to extremely long wait times. Here at Rochester, though, Moore says things are largely unaffected.
So we've never had federal security screeners here in Rochester. It's always been a private security company contracted through TSA.
Further, he said ICE agents will not be coming to the airport here. Foot traffic and wait times in Rochester are just not like the rest of the country right now.
I mean, the number of people in line is really small, so I'm grateful for that.
Take it from Congressman Joe Morelli, who flies back and forth often to Washington, D.C. Other passengers like Janine from California not complaining yet.
It's been wonderful, and our airport experiences have been flawless.
This man flying in from Jacksonville has had only mild disruptions.
But even there, where I'm used to very quick lines, probably the line time was, instead of 10 minutes, it was half an hour, 40 minutes.
Even though Rochester isn't that impacted right now, Morelli wants to see this shutdown secured.
So we're not going to authorize all the things that go in Homeland Security until we reform ICE. Having said that, we're happy to pass appropriations that will fund TSA, that will fund FEMA, that will fund the Coast Guard.
The Trump administration has deployed ICE agents and Homeland Security to 14 of the nation's airports to help shuttle through the overcrowded TSA checkpoints.
Sticking with Homeland Security, Mark Wayne Mullins has been sworn in as the new Homeland Security Secretary, replacing Kristi Noem. DHS is now its new leader, and is at the swearing-in ceremony, President Trump shared his comments regarding the ongoing war in Iran.
We've won this. This war has been won. The only one that likes to keep it going is the fake news. I mean, the New York Times, you read the New York Times, it's like we're not winning a war where they have no Navy and they have no Air Force and they have no nothing. And we literally have planes flying over Tehran and other parts of their country. They can't do a thing about it. For instance, if I want to take down that power plant, that very big, powerful power plant, they can't do a thing about it. It's like, take me. That's all they can do.
Staying with the DHS, a pretrial hearing for the man accused of murdering a Loyola student in Chicago has been postponed. The suspect, Jose Medina, is currently in the hospital being treated for tuberculosis. Medina is being accused of fatally shooting freshman Sheridan Gorman and is facing first-degree murder. The DHS says that the 25-year-old is an undocumented immigrant who has been in the United States illegally since 2023. Illinois authorities are calling for the law to be carried out.
This person has to be held accountable to the highest extent of the law, which in his case, because he is here illegally, would therefore require him to at some point be deported, either to fulfill his sentence or after fulfilling his sentence.
Still ahead tonight, Nick Stetter is in with his full sports report, and we'll be right back on WTOP-10.
Go home, that's 3 hours from now! Maybe that's the best thing you can do.
But after he gets possessed,
his show becomes a smash hit. Now he's got the greenest show on WTOP-10.
A lot of green going on tonight. We'll be holding on forever.
Don't miss the limited run of
Those great people being...
Welcome back, everybody. Season 2 of Oswego Lazo.
Who else would you want behind this camera other than Austin Claus? Nope. Oh, nobody. What's happening? Sorry.
No, I want nobody calling this game but Kane Gerard. And Paulie Beatty. And also Kenny Gerard again.
Hello everybody, my name is Nick Stetter and this is your WTOP-10 Sports Report. Opening day starts tomorrow for Major League Baseball, but here at home, the Oswego Lakers have been playing since February. With how the cold has affected the Oswego baseball season, here's WTOP-10 Sports Reporter Joshua Madison.
Since opening day back on February 20th, the Oswego State Lakers baseball team has only been able to play 15 of their originally 18 scheduled games, with those other 3 already being either postponed or canceled, and the other 15 have all been on the road. According to head coach Scott Landers, he says that the biggest toll on the team has been the injuries early this season.
The guys have been great with it. You know, it does get a little exhausting and they're fatigued a little bit, but, you know, we've been plagued by injuries early. That's the biggest thing.
The weather, however, is not letting up as the Lakers games this weekend against the Canton Roos, which was originally scheduled to be here at home, is now being sent to a neutral site in Bridget. With the Lakers' historical success against the Canton Roos being 3-0 all-time and the 2-1 record they currently have in the conference against Oneonta last weekend, head coach Scott Landers says that is not changing their mindset heading into this weekend's games.
We can't take anybody lightly, you know, especially conference games, so we got to go and take care of business one game at a time.
With the new schedule change, the Lakers will now play the Kangaroos on Saturday starting at 3 on the neutral site, and will play the doubleheader on Sunday starting at 12 o'clock. Joshua Madison, WTOP-10 News.
The Lakers' next game tomorrow is RIT, and their home opener is scheduled for next Tuesday against Ithaca College. As we stay in Oswego, the women's track and field team had the honor of claiming 3 of their athletes as all-conference level. The distance trio of Hannah Reichard, Elena Gaffney, and Kyra Pellegrino all earned SUNYAC all-conference honors today. Reichard and Pellegrino were a part of the 3rd team, and Gaffney was recognized on the 2nd team. The trio has been stellar for the Lakers from the cross-country season through indoor, and now looking to take this momentum in the outdoor. Traveling down to the 481, the Syracuse Orange have found their new head coach in 16th seed Sienna's former coach, Gary McNamara. McNamara is coming off a near upset against the #1 seed Duke Blue Devils and looks to bring this momentum into the Orange's locker room, who haven't seen success in many years. McNamara was actually a part of the legendary Syracuse squad that won March Madness in 2003 with the likes of Carmelo Anthony leading the squad. And from the dance to the diamond, the MLB is about to be in full swing as the San Francisco Giants will host the Yankees tomorrow on opening day, as well as Thursday, where we see 2 big matchups to look forward to, as the Mets take on the Pirates, as Paul Skeens will see Freddie Peralta in a thrilling pitcher's duel. Also, the Dodgers play the Diamondbacks as the Dodgers look to three-peat going into this season. But folks, that dance isn't over yet, as we see the Sweet 16 has some amazing games to look forward to. The 1 seed Duke Blue Devils will see the 5 seed St. John's Red Storm. Many see this game as closer than it looks, with the Red Storm being one of the best teams in the tournament defensively and look to be a bracket buster going into the Elite Eight. And here we go. We see the New York Knicks taking on the Washington Wizards at the Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks look to increase their wins to 47 on the season. First, we'll see Josh Hart throw an absolute jam to Mitchell Robinson. Hart had a great night, shooting 3 for 3 from the three-point line. And all in all, great performance by Josh Hart. But speaking of threes, I might have just tricked you, because we'll see an air ball from Alvarado into a putback dunk for OG Anunoby to put the lead to 5. But the Wizards have had some great G League performers, as we see Sharif Cooper on the elbow hit a 3 to tie the game at 38 apiece going into the end of the second. However, the Wizards would have a costly turnover here. That would be a misplaced pass, as Hart will drive, step, use his body, and one. Just how you like it. Hart with the mean mug on the Wizards. And finally, we'll see OG Anunoby here, backing down Bilal Coulibaly, fade, jumper, and bucket, as the Knicks would take this 145 to 113.
Coming up, we'll reveal our picture of the week right here on WTOP-10.
Do you like reading? Do you like reading books? Do you like looking
That wasn't
at
that sports block.
books? Do you like having a collection of books in your living room?
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, spoiler alert! Okay, Laura, why did I write this in yellow? I told you! Welcome back between the pages.
If only we had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10.
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stunned still?
Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back to the DK experience. Go back to your job.
Every NFL fan has played for the last 15 days. They beat.
Writing a letter to the NFL fans? Get out of here with that. Joe,
Let me finish. No,
Let me finish.
Stop.
Johnny Manziel, that guy, he's a loser.
No, that's.
Oh.
Watch the DK experience.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 News. It's time to reveal our picture of the week.
It's the first week back from spring break, and during break, 3 of our club members had the opportunity to work the Syracuse St. Patrick's Parade with News Channel 9.
News director Aurora Fitzgerald, engineer Jesse Senegado, and producer Eddie McAlpine spent their Saturday working cameras for the Syracuse news station.
And if you would like to submit a picture, you can email us and our producers, Logan Russo or Eddie McAlpine.
I like that photo, guys.
It's a very nice one.
Yep.
Yeah, that was probably our best one yet. That's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for Jeopardy with Joe Seidman.
Enjoy the spring weather coming up, but you'll have to dodge some rain.
Thank you for watching and have a great night, everyone.
And let's go Yankees.
Yeah, it's by my grandma.